Hi there. From the 19th of April until the 17th of June, Mars, the planet of drive and determination, is going to be in Leo energy. So he's been spent like months and months and months moving in and out of Cancer, Leo as he went retrograde and then direct again. So we've had a long, long time of him mainly being in that Cancerian energy. So Mars likes action. He likes to get things done. He likes to keep moving. So when he's in Cancer, he's not at his best. But what he's doing while he's in Cancer, with that retrograde especially, is asking us to go within and to really look at our reactions and our feelings and whether we are aligned there as well. So what he's actually helped us to do is to see what we struggle to express, whether there's emotions or feelings that you have within you that bother you or that need to be expressed in some way, but you've had a problem expressing them because you might feel that they make you look like you're weak, or that you don't know what you're doing, or that you are unsure of yourself or not as professional as you would like to be, whatever that fear might be. So while we've had Mars in Cancer, we've been able to dive deeply into whatever those insecurities or those fears you might have are that stop you from taking action and from putting yourself out there in lots of ways. So now that he's moved into Leo, it's like a breath of fresh air. And it's also a sort of a bolt of inspiration to take all of those things that you've learned and start doing something with them. So, for instance, if you found during these retrograde periods with Mars and Cancer, that you have realized that you're quite a needy person, and which is one of the real attributes, or more negative attributes, if you like, about Cancerian energy, is has a great need to be needed. So maybe you discovered during this retrograde that you really do need to be needed, and it's like something that you don't like about yourself, or that you feel is a weakness within yourself. Because when we're always looking to be needed, what that means is, it is lovely to be needed, but when you're not, what do you do then? You're left right back to ground zero with nothing to look, no one to look after you, and no one for you to look after. So it's not healthy. So we're really learning to need ourselves and to look after ourselves with all of this. So now we've got this inspiration, and Mars loves to take action. He's the planet of war, of energy, of passion, and so he loves to take action. Of course, when he's in Leo, he wants that action to be bigger than Ben-Hur. Leo energy is a very open-minded, very extroverted, and very optimistic energy. So when Mars is in Leo, we feel like we can take on the world. We feel like we're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. We can leap buildings in a single bound. We can do anything with this energy, which is really uplifting after all of that Cancerian, what am I feeling, what am I going through stuff. But the challenge is that Mars is currently forming a bit of a challenging aspect with Pluto, which means that if we want to move forward at this time, there could be challenges to do so. So what the recommendation at this time is to wait around about another 2 weeks, 12 days to 2 weeks, and then take whatever action it is you want to take, or you've been working on, or you feel you want to get off the ground. Then will be the time to take it. If you take it now, Pluto's trying to still teach us about transformation. And so if we make a move and start something up that isn't what we're supposed to be moving into at this time, then it will all sort of crumble, or it won't sort of work as well as you would like it to. You may not even be able to get it off the ground. But if you just wait till after this period of time, you've got all of that passion, all of that motivation from Leo, from Mars and Leo, and you're out of that aspect that's going to challenge you being able to move forward like you would like to at this time. So also be very aware. Mars rules Aries, and so Mars and so Arian energy is all building up at the moment as well, which will also be activating that Mars. And so one of the things we've got to be very aware of with all of this Arian energy, no matter what planet's sitting in it, is that the challenge, or one of the challenges that goes with Arian energy, is the inability to listen. Aries is being the first sign of the zodiac. It wants to take charge. It wants to be in charge. It wants to speak up. It wants to say this is the way to do things. And that's a wonderful way to be, but we have to learn to listen. And, for a lot of Arian people, or when we're in this Mars and Leo energy as well, we feel that listening to another person is slowing us down. It's like putting a handbrake. I know what I want to do. I want to move forward. I want to do this. Why are you telling me that I can't do it, or I need to do it differently, or I need to see a different way of doing it when I've already made up my mind? So it's always good to take that step back and listen to what other people have to say to you, because you could be missing something really important that you could include in whatever you're trying to create, or you might be completely overlooking something that would actually make it even better what you're trying to do. And that piece of information can come to you by simply listening to what someone else just has to say to you. And so we've got to get that thought out of your head that when you listen to another person, you have to do what they say, or, you have to take their advice. You don't. You just be open because there's more information there for you. And we should never, ever stop learning and gathering information so that we can become better versions of ourselves. So use this energy after the next sort of 10 days, 12 days to really get going on what you want to do, and realizing that this whole thing with the Aries energy, especially coming out of Pisces before it, it's all about authenticity and seeing who you truly are and then acting on that and being the person that you've come here to be. So enjoy this transit, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.